We all have dreams, ambitions that ignite our hearts and motivate us to keep moving forward. But sometimes the journey toward achieving those dreams feels like an endless uphill battle, each step heavier, each setback more painful than the last. This is the story of a young man who, like many of us, fought hard for his dreams, only to discover a lesson that changed his life forever, a lesson that showed him how to achieve his goals faster than he ever imagined. John, a young man full of dreams of success, was driven by the hope of building a life he could be proud of. Every day, he poured his heart into his work, waking up before sunrise, staying up long after everyone else had fallen asleep. His entire soul was focused on his dream, yet despite all his efforts, success always seemed beyond his reach. No matter how hard he pushed, it felt like life was pushing back even harder. Why am I failing? Why am I the one being left behind while others keep moving forward? Am I not smart enough? Am I not working hard enough? What am I doing wrong? John watched as others around him succeeded, witnessing their happiness and flourishing lives, while his own efforts felt like they were slipping through his fingers. What had once been mere disappointment had now grown into self-doubt, a quiet voice inside his head whispering that he wasn't enough. Lost in his thoughts, John wandered through a quiet forest, the weight of his failure pressing heavily on his shoulders. His heart was a storm of frustration and confusion, desperate for answers. As he walked, his eyes caught sight of a small, peaceful monastery nestled among the trees, and there, under the shade of an old tree, sat a Buddhist monk, meditating with a serene smile on his face. Feeling uncertain but drawn by the monk's calmness, John approached. The monk smiled gently. "You seem troubled, young one. What weighs on your heart?" "I've done everything I can," John replied. "I work hard every single day, but no matter how much I give, I keep failing. I see others achieving their dreams so quickly, but mine always seem out of reach. What am I doing wrong?" The monk listened quietly, his smile never fading, as if he understood the storm brewing inside John's heart. After a moment of silence, he finally spoke. "Do you truly want the answer to your struggle? Sit with me for a moment, and I will share with you a teaching that could change everything." Hesitant but desperate for answers, John sat down beside the monk. The monk spoke again. "You see, young man, life is not a race. Each person walks their own path at their own pace. But if you wish to achieve your goals faster, you must first understand the rules of success. One of the most important rules is that it's not about how hard you work, but how focused you are." John, confused, asked, "But I am focused. I give everything I have every single day. Isn't that enough?" The monk smiled. "Focus isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter, with clarity and purpose. Like a lion chasing its prey, you must block out all distractions and devote every ounce of your attention to what truly matters." Pointing to a circle drawn in the dirt, the monk explained, "Imagine this circle is your mind. Every time you allow distractions, whether they are thoughts of failure, comparisons with others, or worries about the future, you create cracks in this circle. These cracks pull your energy away from your goal. To truly succeed, you must make this circle whole, free of distractions." John sat in deep thought, the monk's words settling into his heart. For the first time, he realized that his mind had been scattered, filled with doubt, fear, and comparison. Determined to change, John made a decision that very day. He would isolate himself from distractions. No more noise, no more comparisons. For 6 months, John focused only on his dreams. In his solitude, the fog began to lift, and for the first time, he wasn't rushing. He wasn't competing with anyone but himself. He broke his goals down into smaller tasks, each one achievable, each one building on the last. Day by day, step by step, he moved closer to his dream, no matter how small the progress seemed. After 6 months, John returned to the monastery. But he was no longer the frustrated, confused young man he once was. His face, once filled with doubt, was now calm and peaceful. He had achieved more in those 6 months than he had in years of struggling. "Thank you, Master," John said, bowing. "Your teachings have changed my life. I focused on what truly matters, and I've achieved more in these past months than I ever thought possible." The monk smiled warmly. You see, success is not about speed, but about clarity and focus. When you eliminate distractions and truly dedicate yourself to the journey, the destination comes much faster than you realize. John's story teaches us something powerful, that the journey to success doesn't have to be long and painful. The secret lies in focusing on what truly matters, blocking out the noise of the world, and breaking your goals down into smaller, achievable steps. Take a moment today to reflect on what is truly important to you. Eliminate the distractions that are holding you back and focus solely on your dreams. You'll be amazed at how quickly you can achieve them when you pour your heart into what matters most. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who needs motivation. Comment below on what goal you are focusing on, and let's inspire each other to stay on the path to success.